profound philosophy of life hidden behind the crab law, how to avoid disaster and live a peaceful life. Dear beloved listeners of InnerLight, if you ever try to catch crabs or snails, you might have noticed something interesting. If you put a single crab in a small bucket, it can easily climb out and escape. But if you put a bunch of crabs together in the same bucket, none of them manage to get out. Why is that? Because whenever one crab tries to climb up and escape, the others grabs his legs and pull it back down. This cycle repeats over and over, and no crab ever succeeds in breaking free. This is what we call the famous crab law. Now, crabs don't do this because they're thinking about it. It's just their nature and ability. But when we relate it to humans, it reflects a mindset seen all too often in society today. It's the attitude of, if I can't have it, neither can you. If I'm unhappy, I don't want to see other people happy either. If I can't climb up, I'll pull others down so they don't rise either. At the end of the day, the greatest foolishness in humanity is our failure to treat others well. Japanese author Kigo Higashino, in his novel Malice, wrote something that really hits home. I hate you, because you were the first to achieve my dream. I hate your privileged life. I hate you, the one I once despised, who now has the bright future ahead. And I hate my own cowardice, my own lack of luck and talent. I pour all my hatred onto you, using it up just to hate you. People with low self-worth tend to get caught up in envy and bitterness. They lash out and tear each other down, not because they want to, because they can't stand to see others do well when they feel stuck themselves. They don't want to see you happy. Instead, they try to step on you just to satisfy their fragile ego. But here's the thing, this kind of jealousy only makes your path narrower and harder. Envy is like a double-edged sword. It hurts others, but in the end, it hurts yourself the most. There's a story that goes like this. Once, there was an ordinary man who lived peacefully with his neighbors. But one day, over something small and trivial, he got into a fight and became estranged from them. One day, he met a god. The god pulled him aside and said, "You can ask for anything you want, and I will grant it. But whatever you wish for, your neighbor will get twice as much." The man thought it over carefully. If he wished for 1 room, his neighbor would get 2. If he asked for 100 million, his neighbor would receive 200 million. How could that be fair? How could his neighbor live better than him? Frustrated and jealous, he finally made a wish. "I want to be blind in one eye." This story shows how foolish human nature can be when jealousy and envy consume us, making us want to harm or outdo others. The only one who really suffers in the end is ourselves. One night, a lock woke up the key and started complaining. "I work hard every day to protect the owner's home, but the owner clearly prefers you, always carrying you around, paying attention to only you. I'm so jealous of you." The key wasn't having it. "You just stay home all day, relaxing and having fun. That's so easy compared to me. I'm out there battling the rain, the wind, doing the hard work. Honestly, I'm even more jealous of you." One day, the key decided it wanted to enjoy the lock's easy life, so it hid itself away. When the owner came back and couldn't find the key, he got angry, broke the lock, and threw it in the trash. Then, going into the bedroom, the owner found the key. Furious, he said, "The lock's gone now. What use are you anymore? And just like that, he tossed the key in the trash too. Inside the trash can, the lock and the key met again, both sighing and lamenting their fate. They realized they ended up in this mess because they never appreciate each other's value or effort. Instead, they constantly compare themselves, jealous and suspicious, always looking for what the other had. The sting of jealousy, a lesson from the crab law. Jealousy has always been a part of human nature. In today's world, competition is fiercer than ever. The relationships between people have become increasingly complicated. Jealousy and envy are spreading more widely, tearing apart the bonds that hold us together. When jealousy creeps in, harmony breaks down, trust shatters, and the strength of any group or community is weakened. It blocks people from growing and showing their true talents. Even the small spark of jealousy inside a team can cause chaos, division, and distance. When that happens, genius, connection, and friendliness vanish, and those with great potential lose the supportive environment they need to shine. There's a saying that goes, "Those who love flowers can smell their fragrance, but those who secretly use thorns to hurt others will ultimately be wounded by their own thorns." Life isn't a race to beat others. Everyone has their own path to follow. And if you can't celebrate others' success, chances are you are the first one to sabotage your own growth. But those who truly wish well for others, they are the ones life rewards. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to listen to this sharing. If you find this content valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful videos on the wisdom of great minds and the art of living. Once again, thank you. Wishing you and your loved ones happiness, success, and peace as always. I look forward to seeing you again in our next videos.